Howdy ho, Winslows. My name is Dara. This is Dear Hallmark. Welcome to another episode on our journey through this second Wedding Veil trilogy. It's now time to tackle Wedding Veil inspiration. And pardon me as I look down, I took some notes. I took like mad notes. So I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. Also, shout out to Romance University. Link in the description. A company built by Benjamin Ayers to just support women's shelters in Toronto. All the proceeds go towards women's shelters. There's hoodies, shirts. Let me show you the full. You want to make sure you get your, well, these are out of commission now, but he has the Romance University crest and everything like that. Anyway, let's get to the movie. It stars Autumn Reeser, Paolo, Bernadini, Carlo Marx. And, okay, so Autumn is an art history professor. Her department chair is, getting her ready to take over, like to become the new department chair, and is putting her through the ringer. Meanwhile, Paolo was dealing with stuff back at home with his dad, and with his dad falling ill and needing to take over the family business. On top of that, he's opening a new lace shop in Chicago. His cousin Mateo, cueing Carlo Marx, he comes in, and then Autumn Reeser's TA accompanies her to the lace shop grand opening. It's kismet, pun intended, and then the frou-la-la of not Christmas, but like the wedding veil magic, whatever. Here's the thing. I don't know. So you see how like the theme has been Italian art, right? And within these wedding veil movies, you have enlisted a great piece of living, breathing Italian art right before your eyes, and we barely saw him in this movie. Paolo Bernadini. Where was he? I was looking forward to seeing the cuties between them, and he was hardly there. Mind you, they still did some like romantic stuff, even though they were apart, but it didn't feel real. And I wish this movie was in the fall. That's the only thing. I wish this movie was in the fall. I was like, I just kept looking at the landscape, the fall leaves. I'm like, why couldn't they just play this in the fall? This was the fall harvest movie that we needed without it being like an explicit fall movie. You know what I mean? I love the aesthetics of the movie, the colors, the earth tones, the colors that they used in Emma and Paolo's house. Loved it. I love the color palette that they dressed Autumn in. I loved it all. It was a treat. It was a treat for my eyes to behold. What I didn't like, and I already mentioned, is about Paolo's father and him having to go to Italy all of a sudden, and then Emma having to make the decision, Italy or the department chair at her university. It honestly reminded me of Unthinkably Good Things, where she was already in Italy and deciding between whether to stay or actually take was it department chair or something to that effect, back in America. So it reminded me of Unthinkably Good Things when she was presented with kind of the flipped scenario. The theme that you'll hear in this one, and I'll probably say it again in my review of The Wedding Veil Journey, is that this feels like a TV series. And I found myself, I'm learning that I am much more critical when movies are boring. And this one didn't give me much. While it was still like my favorite out of the three, it didn't give me much in terms of Emma and Paolo. Mateo and Lily were adorable. I love Lily, the actress who played Lily. I want to see more of her. I loved her expressions. I loved her. She was giving me dynamics. Like I loved it. I was just really bored. And the veil, like, I'm just, yeah, the video thing, I don't know. Yo, I don't want to see a third installment of trilogies. At this point, I just don't. I don't. I hope not. I hope not. Oh, and then the ending. I'm looking at my notes to make sure I captured everything. The TA, this is what I want to say. She reminded me of Paul's love interest in Three Wise Men and a Baby. They gave me the same energy. That's something I want to get out. But my thesis for this entire trilogy is that it should be a TV series, or they should separate the movies by the seasons that they feel like they're being filmed in. So, yeah, not much to say here for inspiration. And then we got to talk about Journey. Oh, we're going to talk about Journey. Yeah. So that's kind of where I stand with Wedding Veil inspiration. I wanted more from Emma and Paolo. I wanted more. I mean, what they gave us was like little cute hors d'oeuvres, just like ever so small. And I thought we were going to get an entree. And Avery and Tracy just randomly showing up, like, for as much as they do. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. So that's kind of where I stand with Wedding Veil inspiration. Let me know your thoughts. Y'all, I'm tired. Like, you want to talk about dry January? I mean, this was a dry January. I'm saying. For me, this was a dry January, and it's exhausting. My Hallmark soul is crying out for more. Lovey-Wary looks promising, though. I'm looking forward to those movies. If you're looking for my preliminary thoughts about Lovey-Wary, be sure to check out the podcast episode I did reviewing The Dog Lover's Guide to Dating. There you'll hear my preliminary thoughts about the Lovey-Wary movies. I hate saying it, but here we are. So we're getting 4 movies from the Lovey-Wary lineup, as well as 2 Hallmark Movies and Mysteries offering. A mystery, The Curious Caterer Grilling Season, and then we're getting a movie from the Mahogany Collection, A Nashville Legacy, which stars Andrea Lewis and Pooch Hall. I can't wait. I can't wait. So, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Ciao, my friends.